One thing that remains constant in life is change. It doesn't matter what age we are, change is inevitable, and it's not something we can change. Today, we are 1 second, 1 minute older than we were yesterday. That is change. Today, we may not be able to walk as far as we were when we were in our 20s. That is change. However, we may be able to walk more today than we were when we were in our 20s because we made the decision to make a change. What do you need to know before you start a lifestyle change? I'm going to just give you a couple things that have worked for me. Is change, you have to accept that change can be difficult no matter what age. You know, when I was 19, I was always ready to go at 10 o'clock at night, wherever somebody said, hey, let's go. Now, if somebody calls me at 10 o'clock and says, let's go somewhere, I'm thinking I'm in my pajamas and I really don't want to go anywhere. So that is a change in my lifestyle. Also, my muscle mass may be different. I think it's actually better today because I decided to make a change. Although it may have taken longer to get to my muscle mass, I was able to do that. The other thing I think that's really important to do is you need to realize just how strong you are. If you are of retirement age, let's say 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever it is, we are stronger than we even know we could be. We're able to get up, we're able to walk, Lord willing, most of us, we're able to do these things. And it's a decision. It's a decision that we need to make, that instead of letting life pass us by, we're going to participate. So we have to participate in life, whether it be volunteering, spending time with our family, spending time with our friends. That is something we need to do. If it's just one friend or one person that you can connect with, that is change. When you've gone from 0 to 1, or even when you've gone from 20 to 1, that is change. But that one person can mean the world to you. Start moving. Enjoy that ability. You know, our body will decide what's best for us. And once we make the changes and once we start moving our body is going to start to crave these change. And I really like that. Instead of living a sedentary life, get up and move, because you will feel so much better if you implement this. The other thing is, if you make these changes, you might feel a little tired, whether it be physically or emotionally, because change can be difficult, or change is something that is difficult that we may have never implemented before until now. So it can be a little challenging, but you can overcome it. You know, I think that steady energy mentally and physically happens when we make these changes in our life, whether it be changes difficult, we realize how strong we are. You know, that's something that's very empowering, but it can sometimes be difficult because we've lived in a quagmire of saying, I can't do this, but now you realize that you actually can do this. So I want to know from you, what is one change you're going to implement today? Because it's so important. I want each of you to be healthy as the years go on. Change is beautiful. Also, I just want to say something. Before the holidays come in, if you are concerned about being alone, or change includes maybe being an empty nester and your family lives far away and you might not have somewhere to go. You know, I've struggled with holidays for a long time because I don't have children. But maybe instead of being alone, you could go somewhere and volunteer. Or maybe you could go to a shelter and say, I'd like to take an animal in for the weekend. So then the volunteers don't have to spend that time maybe going into the shelters, because a pet can add so much life to you. It makes you move. It makes you go outside. It makes you do the things that may not come easily to you. So I encourage each of you to just tell me in the comments below what you're going to do. My name is Maureen, and I really appreciate you joining me this morning. It's a beautiful day here, and I am just so fortunate. So go out and make a memory today and make it the best day you can be.